Dear learners, welcome back to part 2 of our lecture on packaging for rural markets. In our previous session, we laid the groundwork by understanding the strategic importance of packaging and its core designing principles concerning materials, pack size, and aesthetics. We saw how packaging acts as a powerful communication tool and a key driver of affordability and convenience. Now, we will expand our discussion to look into the essential areas of sustainability, logistic friendly design, seasonal strategies, and finally, the challenge that characterize packaging for rural consumers. In recent years, sustainability and environmental responsibility have emerged as critical consideration even for rural markets. While rural consumers may not articulate these concerns using urban jargon, they are increasingly aware of the negative consequences of plastic waste, especially when it impacts agriculture, livestock, and water sources. Rural India faces a paradox. Packaging must be durable and affordable, yet, the lack of organized waste management means non biodegradable materials, particularly single use plastics, often end up discarded in open fields or burned, posing risk to health and the environment. This concern is driven by government regulations like the Plastic Waste Management Rules and initiatives like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Companies are now integrating eco friendly practices. This includes experimenting with biodegradable materials like starch based plastics and jute bags and promoting reusable or refillable packs, much like how parachute coconut oil containers are often repurposed by rural households. There's also a move towards minimalist packaging design, reducing layers and printing directly on sachets. Eco labeling with pictorial instructions about disposal or reuse of gaining traction are sustainable logistics solutions like durable, collapsible bulk containers. Challenges remain, such as higher cost of sustainable materials and infrastructure gaps. However, forward looking brands view rural sustainability not just a compliance issue but as a significant value based opportunity. It's about balancing environmental responsibility with affordability and usability, ultimately becoming a competitive differentiator. To quickly review, we have discussed how environmental concerns are becoming more relevant in rural packaging, driven by both regulation and increasing consumer awareness. We explored various innovative solutions like biodegradable materials, reusable packs, and minimalist designs, recognizing both the potential and challenges in their implementation. Next, we will shift our focus to how packaging interacts with the distribution network. An often underestimated yet a strategically vital aspect of rural packaging is its ability to withstand the logistic challenges inherent in India's rural distribution network. Rural India is vast, roads are often poor, weather is unpredictable, storage facilities are limited, and supply chains are multi tiered. For a product to succeed, its packaging must be logistically efficient, designed for transportability, durability, and ease of handling. Logistics friendly packaging means it facilitates cost effective transportation and resists damage during transit. Consider the rough handling products endured on bullock carts, tractors, or two wheelers. So, sturdiness is paramount. Corrugated cardboard boxes, for example, absorb shocks and allow vertical stacking. Second, packaging must be space efficient to maximize vehicle utilization. Cube shaped or flat packed designs like sachet strips that can be hung or rolled are preferred because they optimize the storage and are easily distributed even through informal channels like cycle vendors. Third, packaging should be resilient to repacking. Many rural markets operate through sub-stockist or temporary setups where products are often opened and repacked. Packaging that allows easy reselling or compartmentalization, such as reusable pouches or resealable zippers, is highly advantageous. Companies are also integrating transit ready features like pre printed handling instructions and waterproof linings. In last mile delivery, where local traders are van vendors play a key role, packaging must be portable and lightweighted. Brands like Coca Cola designed bulk cartons with perforated inner units, allowing vendors to split and resell easily. Sometimes packaging itself becomes a strategic part of the distribution model. Plastic crates with branded lids can double as display trays in small shops, and Nestle's milk powder tins are designed to serve as direct retail display units. So, while cost pressures and lack of standardization remains challenges, investing in durable, modular, and adaptive packaging formats offer a significant competitive edge by reducing losses and speeding up rural penetration. Packaging, therefore, isn't just a post production afterthought, it's a critical part of holistic supply chain solution. So, we have just explored how critical logistic friendly packaging is in rural market, emphasizing durability, space efficiency and resilience to rough handling. We also saw how packaging can transform into a retail display tool. Now, let's look at how festivals and seasons influence packaging strategies. Rural consumption patterns are heavily influenced by the agricultural calendar and cultural festivals. Unlike urban markets with steady demand, rural markets are experiencing sharp seasonal spikes, especially during harvest season and festive occasions. These periods are not only culturally significant but also economically favorable, coinciding with increased cash flow. Savvy marketers tailor their packaging to align with these temporal opportunities. Seasonal packaging involves modifying pack design or size to cater to eliminate or income availability. For instance, after harvest, consumers have more disposable income, so brands might launch larger economy packs of detergents or cooking oil. In hotter months, brands like Fruity and Rasna introduce thirst quenching products in small themed packs to tap into increased demands. Festival based packaging, on the other hand, directly appeals to the emotional and cultural sentiments of rural consumers. Festivals like Diwali, Holi, and Eid are associated with gifting and celebrations, providing an ideal opportunity for limited edition packs or festive themed packaging. Parle and Britannia release specially designed festive biscuit packs with traditional colors like gold and red. Localization is key here. During regional festivals like Chhat Puja or Onam, brands can incorporate culturally symbolic motifs on their packaging, building relevance and showing respect for local traditions. This gives them a competitive advantage. Many brands also introduce value packs or choti bachat packs, bundling multiple products into attractive, culturally designed festive packs. This not only promotes cross product usage but also appeals to the rural habit of buying in bulk during celebrations. Some even innovate with eco friendly or reusable packaging during festivals, knowing these packs are often stored, gifted, or repurposed. While challenges exist in forecasting demand and managing customization, the strategic payoff is significant. Increased sales, enhanced brand salience, and a deeper emotional connection with the rural market. Seasonal and festival based packaging transforms product into emotionally resonant offerings. So, we have just seen how packaging can be dynamically adapted for seasonal and festival based opportunities, align with rural consumers, economic rhythms, and cultural practices. Next, we will discuss how packaging doubles as a powerful retail display tool. In rural markets, where formal retail infrastructure is often lacking, packaging takes on a crucial dual function. It not only protects the product but also acts as a vital tool for merchandising and visual display. In kirana stores, pawn shops, or weekly hearts, packaging frequently substitutes for conventional retail displays. Rural outlets are often crowded, dimly lit, and unorganized. In such settings, packaging must be self merchandising, meaning it must be visually strong enough to stand out on its own. This has led marketers to design packaging with features that optimize product visibility. One prominent tactic is the use of strip or hanging sachets for products like shampoos and detergents. Brands like Clinic Plus and Wheel supply their sachet in vertical strips that can be hung from ceiling or shop doors, maximizing visibility and acting as brand banners. Stand up pouches and transparent wrappers are also designed for display convenience. Biscuit brands use see through wrappers, allowing customers to view the product and reinforcing trust. Multi purpose outer cartons, like those for soft drinks, are often shipped in branded, cut open boxes that double as ready display counters, reducing handling time. Smaller units are sometimes arranged as pre packed assortments in mini promotional buckets or plastic jars, making it easier for retailers to stock and display. Color, shape, and designing elements are also very critical. Products with bold, high contrast colors, simple brand icons, and large fonts perform better as consumers often identify products by visual identity, such as green tea pouch. Consistent visual identity across pack sizes is also very essential. Packaging also needs to be compact and modular. Square or rectangular pack are easier to stack than round bottles, improving shopkeepers' convenience. Finally, printed taglines like rupees 1 only or festival special on the packaging itself act as silent salespeople in outlets where active promotion is limited. In essence, in rural merchandising, packaging transcends containment and becomes a strategic instrument for retail visibility and brand recall, compensating for the absence of structured display infrastructure. Brand that understand these gain greater shelf dominance and deeper market penetration. So, we have covered how packaging functions as a crucial retail display tool in informal rural settings, compensating for limited infrastructure through self merchandising features like hanging sachets and multi purpose cartons. Now, let's address the unique challenges that packaging faces in rural markets. First, inadequate transport infrastructure. Rural areas often lack well paved roads, relying on bullock carts or two wheelers for last mile delivery. This means packaging must be robust, tamper proof, and flexible enough to survive rough handling. This is why shampoo sachets are more popular than bottles. They are less prone to damage and easier to replace. Secondly, unsafe and unhygienic storage conditions. Products in rural households are often stored in open racks or earthen floors, exposing them to dust, pest, moisture, and high heat. Packing needs to be moisture resistant, tamper proof, and ideally rodent proof. Sealed tin cans for edible oils and laminated foil pouches for staples offer practical solutions here. Third, limited infrastructure and cold chain facilities. The absence of consistent electricity makes refrigeration difficult. Therefore, packaging must provide shelf stability under ambient conditions or allow for alternative storage. UHT processing and Tetra Pak cartons are widely used to extend the shelf life of milk and juices without refrigeration. Fourth, affordability and consumption behavior. So, rural consumers make purchase decisions based on affordability. They prefer smaller, single use packs that fit their daily budgets. This drives the popularity of rupees 5 toothpaste tubes or rupees 2 detergent sachets, which encourage trials and increase market penetration. Number 5, environmental exposure. Rural areas experience extreme weather from intense heat to high humidity during monsoons. Packaging must be designed to endure these stressors without compromising the product. PET bottles for beverages and multi layered flexible pouches for snacks are good examples of materials that offer superior protection. And finally, lack of proper disposal system. With limited formal waste collection, packaging in rural areas must ideally be reusable or biodegradable to minimize environmental harm. Companies are exploring compostable wrappers and reusable glass jars and testing refill and return schemes. In essence, packaging in rural markets is a strategic function. It must balance cost effectiveness with durability, recognition with practicality, and aesthetics with resilience. Marketers who understand these unique challenges must find greater success by designing packaging which truly meets the needs of our rural consumers, building trust and ensuring long term sustainability. So, let's summarize what we have understood in this chapter. This unit has highlighted the strategic significance of packaging in rural markets, extending far beyond mere containment. We have seen how it's crucial for affordability, brand recognition, user convenience, and even as a merchandising tool. We have also understood the key design aspects, emphasizing the evolution of materials like plastic and Tetra Paks for their cost effectiveness and protective qualities. The sachet revolution underscored the importance of small pack sizes tailored to the low income consumers. And we stressed how appealing aesthetics using bright colors and symbols are vital for communication in low literacy environments. Our discussion also covered strategic approaches like sustainability, encouraging biodegradable and reusable materials, and the need for logistics friendly packaging that can withstand the rigors of rural distribution. We explored how seasonal and festival based strategies align packaging with rural purchasing cycles and cultural preferences. Packaging, we found, also functions as a vital retail display tool in informal settings, essentially becoming a self merchandising element. Finally, we recognized the unique challenges posed by rural markets, including inadequate transport infrastructure, unsafe storage conditions, limited cold chains, affordability constraints, environmental exposures, and lack of proper disposal system. Ultimately, successful packaging in rural markets means developing context sensitivity, resilient, and highly functional solutions tailored to the specific needs and realities of the rural consumer. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you.